All right, guys. So I had another lady ask me if I could teach today, and I said, today I have my motorcycle class. Well, actually, I do have that. Actually, I said I have an interview, and I have the landlord coming in to check mold. So I actually could not teach today. But as a homeschool mom, I want to share a book that I would recommend to everybody. Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. So when I started homeschooling, and I'll be talking about this more as I have time, and I never have time, but I had a church, a small church I went to in New Hampshire, and everybody was homeschooling. And I'm like, homeschooling, after I understood, that Jesus died on the cross for us, and I had a parenting class. I had just met, it wasn't everybody, but it was a lot of people. I had met families that were homeschooling, and I'm like, I want that. I don't know, call it visualization or whatever it was, I'm like, I want that. So there was a lady who mentored me who had 5 kids. I ended up having 5 kids. But I had 5 sons. So she used to let me go up in her attic. I didn't have a lot of money. And go up there and use her books to teach my kids. And she had a library in her attic. It was an old farm home. It was amazing. Later, she let me use her storage unit to store like my baby's crib, all the clothes and everything. It was an old barn. It was made really well. And I absolutely loved having my stuff over there. Another lady let me glean from her garden. I had women helping me learn how to be moms and learn how to homeschool. So I was like, what do you mean you can homeschool? I never heard of such a thing in my life, right? So as I started thinking about it, I'm like, why would I want my kid to go to school? I love being with my kids. Why would I want to miss out with time with them during the day, right? They're only young once. You only have one shot at parenting. So I was like, with my firstborn, I got some books on like Ruth B. Chick and uh, who was it? I want to say the name, but I cannot think of it at the moment. It will come to me. I'm picturing the book and I'm like, it was about late learning. I just cannot remember. Oh, Raymond Moore. Dorothy and Raymond Moore. And so I would pore over these books along with, in the MOPS class, this lady was teaching us how to raise our kids, teach them to be respectful, teach them to listen, teach them this and that. And I had her recordings, and she would teach from the Bible that a wise person builds their home with God and all this stuff. And I just soaked it up, and I would listen to her cassettes over and over and over to catch everything she said, right? And I do that.